pleased to announce that New York Governor David Paterson again has proclaimed April 24th as Armenian Remembrance Day in the great state of New York, as did Mayor Michael Bloomberg for the city of New York. California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger also has proclaimed the week of April 19th through April 26th as days of remembrance of the Armenian Genocide. And while we don't read the proclamations, I want to show you that we do in fact have a beautiful proclamation from the Mayor of New York, Michael Bloomberg. And so here you see it, Office of the Mayor of the City of New York, proclamation. And we are very, very pleased to have with us as a representative of the Governor's Office, Mr. Galen Kirkland, who is Commissioner for the State of New York for the Division of Human Rights. Welcome, Mr. Kirkland.
Thank you. How is it possible to honor the memory of 1.5 million people who were murdered because of their identity? The horror of such a massive organized murder of women, children, and men because of unbridled bigotry and hate compels us to do more than merely condemn these crimes against humanity committed by people who have long since died. To truly honor them, we must embrace some concept of what those innocent victims would want to tell us, as if they were observing us gathered here today. Perhaps we should start by considering the best of human instincts: kindness, compassion, and love. Those are the traits that define humanity, not competition, power, or success, but kindness, compassion, and love. To honor these highest of human instincts in the allocation of social rewards would be the most potent vaccine against hate crimes and genocide. We can find some spiritual guidance in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights that was adopted by the General Assembly of the United Nations in 1948. That manifesto for human dignity was framed at a time when the world was trying to overcome the horror of World War II and the Holocaust, the atrocities in China and the Philippines. Eleanor Roosevelt was a driving force behind this attempt to create an international constitution that would help us to evolve beyond the reach of the abject evil that had so recently attempted to dominate the world. Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states, "All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act toward one another in the spirit of brotherhood." I believe that the multitudes who suffered so much in the Armenian Genocide of 1915 and 1916 would want to be honored not just with stone pillars and marble statues, but by the action of humankind, making certain that such abominations never happen again. The Armenian Genocide was followed by the genocides of World War II, and sadly, the ongoing genocides taking place in places around the world to this day. As we lament the slaughter, we sometimes feel disconnected. The horror can be reduced to a simple story in a newspaper about a nation in Asia, a nation in Africa, a story that can be forgotten by turning a page. We gather today to remember the horrors of the Armenian Genocide, in part because of your personal connection to the victims. But it is vital that we do more than remember. It is vital that we honor, that we try to repay the debt to our forebears. The greatest possible honor that we could bestow upon the memory of those who were killed would be the creation of a global mechanism to intervene when the mad dogs of mass murder resume their hunt and new killing fields emerge. And this is not a matter of honoring the innocent dead. It's not a matter of only doing that. It is also a critical threshold in the evolution of humankind. Today's remembrance is vitally important to the preservation of our sense of good and evil. Our responsibility to the millions of innocents who died in genocide is to make certain that their numbers are not increased. As unimaginable as the torture they suffered may be, it is unfathomable, it's unfathomably worse when one considers what those victims must be thinking as they watch the similar horrors play out over and over again. We cannot honor the victims if we allow the new cries for help to go unanswered. We meet today in sadness and respect. We should leave this place with the promise to our Armenian brothers and sisters, parents and children, that we will do what we can to ensure their suffering was not in vain, that it gave us the courage and wisdom to band together in the spirit of the Declaration of Human Rights and to do whatever it takes to end the cycle of genocide. Finally, the proclamation that was issued by the governor today states in part, whereas New York State is a global leader in honor in human and social rights and has a prominent role in highlighting humanitarian concerns and teaching future generations critical lessons derived from mankind's past transgressions and intolerance, and we acknowledge the importance of discussing such events that contribute to our understanding of world history while promoting tolerance of people of all races, religions, and points of view. And whereas the Armenian genocide caused the displacement of the Armenian people from their ancestral lands, the loss of 2/3 of these lands, and the orphaning of countless Armenian children, Armenians' expulsion from their ancient territories was so extreme that almost every Armenian American family can trace its immigration history to the genocide and to the missionaries in the Middle East that housed children, the European continent, and ultimately to the United States. Now, therefore, I, David A. Patterson, Governor of the State of New York, do hereby proclaim April 24th, 2010 as Armenian Remembrance Day in the Empire State and join with the entire community in commemorating the 95th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide.
Appreciation to Governor Patterson for those very important words. I am now